Okay, here's what the final product looks like. This is gonna be my little owl. I just put on some pink pants and added this owl looking headband. I made that also. I just cut out the circles and glued them onto some fabric. And this is what it looks like from the front. Okay, and here are her feathers from the back. I think I would have added some more in here just to make it look even, but since she is going to be facing the other way, I decided to leave it like that. So if you want to watch and see how to make this owl costume for your baby, go ahead and stay tuned.
Okay, so for the materials I needed, I used up some fabric, and that's just brown sugar, and then 4 different colors of felt, a onesie, a ribbon, scissors, tape measure, and a glue. First off, I started measuring off how big I wanted the fabric to be, and I just measured the onesie going down and then from the sleeve. And then I just cut off it straight to see how long it was going to be, and it ended up being the same size. And then just cutting another straight line diagonally according to my measurements. And then finally after that, I just created a curve down there just so it could make the illusion of the wing. And then I just checked to make sure that the sizes were correct, and they were. So after that, I just made a little, like half a circle on a piece of paper, and it's like smaller just to use it as the felt. But first I'll show you when I cut the fabric out. I didn't have any I didn't have anything to hold it down to the fabric, so I just decided to like trace around it because it was moving. And then so it didn't really have to be perfect for me, as it's like a DIY one, so I wasn't making it 100% perfect, so that worked for me. But you can always use something to hold it down. And then just make sure that you do have 2 layers of the fabric, so you won't have to cut it twice, or there will be different sizes. You could do it twice, but I felt like it would be easier to just stack them on top of each other, and then when you're done, you have both wings. Ready. Okay, and to make the feathers, I just used up the felt that I bought and cut it out. And since it was very thick, I had to cut it into smaller so I could cut them all at once, because it would take forever to cut each one. But you can always cut each one if you want them to be perfect. And then I just cut around the little shape that I did, and like I said, I just made like half a circle, or like what I thought a feather looked like, just because it didn't have to be perfect. And then I kind of just also eyeballed it and checked to see how big I wanted. And it just depends on how big your costume's gonna be. If it's like, for me, it's for a newborn, so well, like a month old, so they're pretty small. If you're doing it for like a toddler, they'll obviously be bigger. And then so you just have to glue the feathers on. You can always sew them on, but like I said, I feel like there's no need, and the tacky glue that I used worked perfectly, so I didn't have any problems with it. And then just make sure to start at the curved end of the wing, and you don't want to, because you don't want it to start at the straight sides, as that's not how the feather goes. And then just create like a pattern. I felt like these was the best way they matched or looked better, but you can always do whatever pattern you want. And then you want to make sure to like overlap them so you don't really see the fabric. And then there is going to be some ends at the end, but that's fine, because we're going to end up cutting them. You just want to cover everything, and like you don't have to start exactly at the straight ends. Okay, and once you reach the end, just cut off the excess felt and make sure to only cut from the straight sides, not the curved sides, because that's the whole point of the wings. And then once you have both of your wings, it's time to glue it onto the onesie and just do any retouches if you have to. And then I actually forgot to film it, or I lost the clip, but just glue it to the back side like shown, and then it's time to start on the front. You could always leave it like this, but since my onesie does have some lettering on it, I didn't think it was appropriate for it. And you could always just buy a one colored onesie and you would be done, or you could add the feathers on top like I am, and then just make sure to put a piece of paper or some type of some type of insert inside in between the fabric, because the onesie fabric, because you don't want the glue to go down. But I didn't think this one was leaking at all, so you might be able to skip that step, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And then you just continue and do it all the way to the top like above. And then on this one you can also be overlapping it afterwards, because you can always cut it off again, and then just follow the pattern the onesie has. Okay, and then I was gonna stop in this row, and that's all I filmed, but I did end up going one more row and just following the seam of the onesie because I thought it would look better. And after that, after completely filling it out, I just make sure to glue any flyaways or whatever, and then also just cut off the excess and then add the ribbon. I honestly think this step is optional. I think it might look better without it, but I was kind of aiming for a cape look, so I decided that adding the strings and then tying it will make it appear like if it was a cape. Okay, and this is the finished product. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like it and you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.